What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JDD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and I wasn't expecting to do this today. I really wasn't, for a couple different reasons. One, it's my birthday, so happy birthday, Josh. And two, I didn't think it was going to happen. Now, if you woke up this morning, you looked on Twitter, and you're a Canadian Men's National Team fan, you'll be pretty disappointed, or maybe you'll be excited. Again, there's two sides to this. And Canada Soccer tweeted, Canada Soccer has canceled the international match that was scheduled for June 5th, 2022 against Iran as part of the men's national team preparations for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Additional details will be provided to all ticket purchasers. Now, this is a lot to unpackage. This is a bit of a disaster. Now, for you guys who don't know, Canada has not played a side outside of CONCACAF since January 2020. Our preparations have been almost non-existent. We haven't thought ahead of time. Now, I can't speak to this. I don't know why. But the United States, Mexico, European nations, all of these different countries have these friendlies lined up. Decent friendlies, solid friendlies. And Canada looked like they almost, hey, we qualified for the World Cup. We got to look at the next preparations, which was almost non-existent. Regardless, I don't want to get too far down that because I honestly don't know exactly why. But the opportunity to have two friendlies was there this window, and we only got one. And we got a side, which is Iran, which is it's a good side in terms of football quality. They're a solid team. They're going to the World Cup. There was political issues around this, which, I mean, they probably should have known. They should have maybe anticipated this type of reaction. But regardless, they went through with it, and we got one out of the two possible friendlies, cutting down some of our key matches in preparation for a World Cup. And it baffled me. I was disappointed. But now that one match that was scheduled has been taken away. Now, I don't know by the time maybe you watch this video if there will be another friendly that's released. I don't know. I mean, we know Albania is in the country, for example. But regardless, it just seems like Canada really dropped the ball on this one. It seems very, very disappointing to me. If we don't replace this friendly, we don't know the next time. There's probably obviously be in the next window where Canada's going to have the opportunity to play someone outside of CONCACAF. But there's going to be a lot of ramifications. And I'm using that word because I saw my friend Peter Galindo use it. So we're going to go over to his Twitter and take a look because I thought he did quite well in just kind of highlighting out what basically the ramifications are. So let's head over to Peter and just give you guys a quick little list of what could potentially come. So he basically tweeted out Canada and Iran cancellation ramifications. Millions lost in revenue. Yes, it's disappointing, but I mean, again, there's two sides to this. A lot of people didn't like the fact that Iran was the opposition. I'm not going to speak to that because, I mean, I just don't want to. I just don't want to speak to that. This is just very, very disappointing. It's disappointing for Iran. It's disappointing for us, and we don't know where it's going to go. But there's possibly a fine coming. Again, it sucks. It's a fine, but I mean, it is what it is. FIFA likely won't be happy ahead of June 16th, and that is probably true. But it's the two final points that he touches on. And the one is a loss of a quality friendly ahead of a World Cup. To me, is just, it's catastrophic. It is, because we were already one down. We were already a friendly down. And now we don't have one. Now let's hope by the time you guys are watching this, there will be one added. But I don't know. I highly doubt it. And then our dual national, the one that we were just so excited for. Luka gets invited in. Now we know that he's 17 years old. We know that the rules are that he could have played a friendly, which is the Iran match, and it wouldn't have cap-tied him. Because he wanted to keep it sounds like he wanted to keep his options open a little bit, advantage Canada. Meaning that he has to play, I think, over 4 matches under the age of 21. If he plays in an international tournament, like a Gold Cup or something, he's capped. And if he decides to feature in a match, he has to wait, I think, 3 years in a competitive match. So if he appeared in the Honduras match, I think he'd have to wait 3 years before switching to the U.S. Again, who knows? The rules are a little crazy. But anyways, the advantage looked good for us. There's an opportunity to shine. Take a look at players like Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David. See what this camp's about. His first experience in this camp is a nightmare. The only match that he probably was going to feature in just got canceled. Probably gives him a really weird taste in his mouth. Like, we don't know what we're doing. If I was the U.S., I'd be sitting there and be like, all right, come to our camp. See if we can do it better. Because that's just not a good look. It truthfully isn't. It makes me very worried to see what's going to happen. So that this situation, I'm not saying it will, but it could rub a young, talented dual national the wrong way, and we could potentially lose him. We don't know what's going to happen. But this has just been a mess from top to bottom. A lot of people on Twitter look very disappointed. A lot, obviously, I mean, not a lot. Some are happy. I'm reading some people that are happy that the friendly was canceled, but it says, when I go on to read it, says that Peter says, because he wrote a few different ones in here. He said he heard that Iran's visa approvals from the government were still in limbo as recently as yesterday, so they got rejected. It would likely lead to a cancellation. Provided visas were rejected, that leaves Ecuador, who were supposed to play Iran. Oh yeah, it was Ecuador, not Albania. On June 11th in Toronto without an opponent. Ecuador may also had an international friendly canceled before Iran. Maybe a deal can be made. Yeah. Well, there you go. Again, this is all brand new information. But Peter, shout out to you, my man, Northern Football Podcast. But that would be interesting. I forgot. I thought it was Albania, but I mean Albania we heard rumors of. But if it was Ecuador, there you go. Canada, grab that match and take it on, because that would be a perfect little replacement. But regardless, it doesn't take away from this mess that you've created for yourself. So there's going to be a lot of moving parts. This is a very raw video. This is just my raw reaction on my birthday coming out here. So hopefully you guys will give me your guys' thoughts and opinion. Try to be respectful, because I know that there's going to be a lot of supporters on the side of canceling it and some that are not on the side of canceling it. Politics can get ugly. They shouldn't get involved too much, again, in sport. This is unfortunate for Iran. They need this match for their preparations. Unfortunate for us. I don't want to speak too much about that, but if Ecuador is supposed to be in Toronto on June 11th, make a friendly happen. Do something. We cannot miss out on an opportunity to play a World Cup type quality opposition. We simply can't do it. We're running out of time. We need to prepare. And I'm just kind of ranting because I'm just simply frustrated and confused. So, again, hopefully by the time you guys are watching this, a lot of more answers will come out. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinion. I don't know, a bit of a loss for words, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I'd be really happy if that match between Canada and Ecuador could happen. I don't know if there's any legs behind it, but we shall see. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully this didn't ruin your morning as much as it did for the birthday boy here. But yeah, so until next time, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.